feel like if you have a heart, then a wall just doesn't make any sense.
We had to say something about it.
I mean, I have a soft spot, particularly from Mexico. My sister was married to a Mexican whose family came from here. And so my nieces and nephews, I have nieces and nephews that are of the heritage. And
music is always the healer for anything. It's a healer. It's also, it's good medicine.
I didn't think it would be so polarizing with fans. People always ask me where you have the best shows. The answer's always the same. They still believe in rock and roll in Mexico. It just felt, I don't know how important it is or not. I mean, there's a space for entertainment, there's a space for music from the heart, and there's a space for things like that. It was just something that I really felt strongly about and wanted to get off my chest. And I'm grateful for people that came before me that did it, that made it possible for me to express myself that way. I didn't think it would be so polarizing with fans. I don't feel like it's been that detrimental to the band, but it was surprising to me. But I'm proud of the song. I think the video, Spike Lee did a great job on the video, and I really like how it turned out.
What was going on moved us enough to be inspired enough to write about it. And it was for no other move other than that. You know, when you're younger, certain things don't matter. And as you get older, you find things that are happening out of your control that affect you. And emotionally, financially, you're worried about all of a sudden you're worried about your future, your kids' future, their kids' future. You know, you sort of care about the world a little bit more. And I think that was, even though that problem has been going on for years, it is now all of a sudden visible to us and affecting us. And we had to say something about it.
It's just doesn't feel right is the best way that I can explain it. I mean, I have a soft spot, particularly for people from Mexico, and I have, my sister was married to a Mexican whose family came from here. And so my nieces and nephews, I have nieces and nephews that are of the heritage. And I always say it's one of my favorite things about America is that cultural influence that has seeped its way in, and we're the melting pot. And I understand that things need to be possibly, contained, but I feel like if you have a heart, then a wall just doesn't make any sense. I'm throwing caution. I mean, to me, I think it's always been very important. I think music is always the healer for anything. It's a healer. It's also it's good medicine. It's besides the healing factor of music. It's also like we were talking about communal, celebratory effect. I hope will never change. Yeah, the live setting is just, it can be, a transcendent experience for people, and the communal experience, and everybody's there to celebrate something that they agree on. And I think that's the power of live music, whether it's in a bar or in a stadium. I think they're both beautiful things. I remember just having good shows. We've had people always ask me where you have the best shows, and you're kind of reluctant to say because you're always going to leave people out. they ask why I answer Mexico, and it's always, I say, the answer's always the same. It's they still believe in rock and roll in Mexico. And whereas there's a lot of irony happening in the rest of the world, and it hasn't, don't let it happen here. Just keep it pure. The response is so physical and so emotional, and we really love it.